Hey everybody, this is Grace, and I'm out here sitting in my SUV. It's almost 7:30. It's 7:29, and I'm sitting out here to make videos in my SUV, like I said. And right before it's going to be getting dark here, and I had one of those days today. Okay, I should explain. I am a person I do not like getting my hair cut. I really do not like it. I have chemical allergies, and just walking into one of those places, salons, just walking into one is whoa, sometimes for me. If they do anything like dyes and such, forget it. But I've been, okay, let me back up a bit. It's been probably over a year. And there's one place that I have been going to for many years. And the last time I went there, this young woman that did my hair, she was sitting back and she was counting her money. It just gave me this weird feeling like she was sitting there, she was sitting there counting her dollars, I guess her tips, and it's like she was licking her chops. What is the word for it? Like she was kind of, in a way, I don't know. It was a weird feeling. And the woman who used to work there, she was not the one working there anymore. And, so much had changed. But anyway, I just got a, I don't know. It was a negative feeling about the place. Well, and then Adam and I tried, I don't know how many months ago. Today was our third attempt. So we tried that same place one day to go in and get my hair done. He opened the door for me. I started walking. I said, no. Turned around. I said, I had a real natural reaction. The place smelled like sewage. And he said, I smelled that before. And he smelled it then, that day. When he opened the door. Whew, so we just we didn't walk in. But we said it loud enough so they know what we were thinking. It was natural. Oh, that smells so horrible. It was bad, man. And he told me that he had heard before that they had some kind of basically related kind of thing going on. Something they were fixing. I don't know. But anyway, there was no way I was going to go in there. There was just no way. And so we left. And we said, forget it. We tried another place. We tried this other place one day, and they were about to close. Something happened. I said, No, I saw that they were jam-packed with people, and it was closed. By the time I would have my turn, it would probably be closed. And then we went today, finally. Okay. And the woman, Adam wanted to get his done. He just gets his where it's really, really, really short. I mean, there's practically peach fuzz. And he likes it to be so even. I guess he likes how nice it feels or whatever. He's a little older than I. And me, I just told the woman, I said, I just want it cut in layers, some layers. And that's how I always do, just layers. And she said, okay. And she, when she finished, she told the woman next to her, she said, I did her hair in layers. And she was a woman probably, I'd say in her 50s, maybe. And she I don't know, it's kind of like she was bragging, like it was such a big deal for her. And I went, oh crap, And my hair was wet, and I didn't like the smell of the stuff that she sprayed on to wet my hair. I didn't do the shampooing thing. She didn't even ask. But she just wet it and clipped, and it didn't take her very long. And this stuff, I have chemical allergies. The stuff smelled, I don't know what that smell was. And I've never smelled anything like that. That she, they do the spray bottle to wetten it. And she just clipped it, and it took her probably 5 minutes, maybe. It was fast. And she bragged to that woman, I put layers in her hair. And when Adam was right behind me getting his done. So when I turned around, I said, "Well, you know, I didn't have my glasses on, but I could see." And he walked up to me, and I could see because I'm nearsighted. And I said, "Yeah, that looks good." I said, "What am I?" And he goes, "I don't know." You know, and I just said, "I want to go." Okay. So we left in a $20 haircut, well, with a tip. It wasn't an expensive place. I mean, I don't know how much these days, how much is expensive and how much is it. But I said, I want to leave. You know, let's just go. So this stuff I'm having a bad reaction to it. I came home, and I had just taken a shower like a few hours before then. Just a few. I'd taken a shower and washed my hair. I hit the shower and immediately and got this stuff all off of my face. You know, it was just smell. And it wasn't, I don't think she did that much. It was so strong. It was just awful. So I washed my hair and then tried to brush it out. And I noticed there was like a tangle. What the crap, you know? And I was very dissatisfied. I was very dissatisfied with it. But then I washed my face, everything, got out of the shower, was sitting there. In a few minutes, my face was like on fire. I came out and I told Adam, I said, "Look, you know, is my face real red?" And he said, "No." He says, "Probably just the way, you know, this, you know," he can mansplain it to me. And I'm getting so tired of him mansplaining since he's been retired. And I've said mansplain. He goes, "I don't want to ever hear mansplain again." And then stop doing it. Now, he's not going to tell me that I can't say. You get it? I mean, it's vicious. It's a little cycle. So no, don't tell me. Don't mansplain. Anyway, my alarm was going off, so I had to turn that off on my phone. Anyway, don't mansplain to me stuff, man. Seriously, 62-year-old woman. He's gonna tell me. Seriously, it was one of those days, really. And you know, when we got home after I took a shower, I fell asleep. I woke up and I wasn't feeling that good. But see, today was the second day I took this pill. I'm not going to say the name of it, and I'm not going to say what it's for. But for my besides to say for my rare health condition, 62 years old, I've had since I was a kid, and finally got a medication for it, which is so crazy. My copay would have been $500 for 28 pills. $500 for 28 pills. That's after the insurance pays what they pay on it. Yeah, imagine. And but there was some coupon thing, they call it, brought it down to nothing. I am not new to this planet at all. But anyway, at all. I've known how those things work for many years. But yeah. I'm taking that, and then some of the side effects can actually go either way. Like, you know, people with hypertension, high blood pressure, it can make it go down or up. And it can make somebody be irritable or take away from them being irritable. It's very weird. But it's for my rare health condition. It's supposed to reverse whatever I've had. You know, like the hypertension and the diabetes. It's supposed to basically, sort of, not 100%, but reverse it and make it better for me to where I'm not on so much insulin or whatever for anybody. But but I don't know about the irritable. I'm thinking, somebody screws your hair up this bad, you know. But anyway, after I took a shower, fell asleep, took a nap. I woke up feeling, I don't know what it is, of course, and all this stuff that's been going on with me, I am very much feeling, I'm being reminded of why nobody should diagnose and nobody except for the healthcare provider, the healthcare professional, like your doctor, like my doctor. I'm saying to me, my doctor is the only one who can say, well, this is caused by this and that and the other. And I can appreciate that. I'm not one of those who likes the charlatans, the quacks, the what, not quacks, but anyway, you know what I'm saying. But this hair thing, I still have, this a good attitude. I hope that about stuff, I hope that doesn't go away. But this thing with the hair, just imagine this is my third attempt to try to get it done, and it basically looks like somebody put some straw on my head. Just kind of laid down some straw on my head. Where's the layers? It looks like, I've never looked this way before. I've never had my hair look so weird before. Really, it looks weird. I don't even know how to describe it. It looks so weird. And Adam would say, well, go back. I said, women don't do that. I'm speaking for all women here. No, I'm not. I just said it so he'd stop, because he'd have to pause and think. Do not mansplain stuff to me. Do not tell me what this, that, and the other, like I'm too stupid to know I could go back. I am not going to go back to somebody. If they did a bad job, what? I'm going to make them do it again to make it worse? That's how I see it. Do you think they're going to fix it? Come on now. Do you think they won't charge me again? Have somebody else do it and so they'll charge me again? You think it's going to work for me? What world do you live in? But as a man, he's done it. He said, I really didn't like this right here, and they fix it. Okay. This is a mess. Luckily, I can still put it in a ponytail. And that's what I have. I'm having it in a ponytail. But I don't know. Also with taking this medication and everything, really, until I know what's going to, I really don't want to be, I don't know how to say this, like I need to see certain doctors. I don't want to do that because I don't want anything to be interfering. I know you said, what do you mean about your hair? Because my hair did get pretty brittle, and I was losing it, but it was because I was losing the bottom part of it, like it would tangle really fast. Really, I have curly hair, but this was tangling like crazy. I'd wash my clothes and there would be a lot of, hair strands. I know that's so gross. Tangled up on my clothes. What the crap? And I think many of you know that the doctors that complained, I went to an ER. I had been there a few times, and oh boy. And one of the doctors says, you come in with too many symptoms. That's how stupid. Yeah. So, anyway, I'm just, when I woke up, by the way, I've been having this, and I had it last year too. Yeah, last year, not 2025. I think it was at the end of 2024 and the beginning of 2025. Like in December of 2024 and then January 2025. That this weird thing with my gums, the bottom part of my gum. I do have a partial. It's because of a medication I was allergic to. It caused me to lose the back teeth, and one or two in the front, and I have a partial, and that was back in. It's like 11 years ago. I don't know how many years ago it was, but anyway, and I'm thinking it's the partial, and it oh my gosh, the ache. It's not a pain. It's not like somebody stuck me with a needle. No, it's the like you got the flu kind of but in my gum, in my bottom gum, and just, oh, the whole body feels it. And I'll even start having trouble breathing and stuff like that. Believe me, I've told them, and I've told them, and I told them, nobody knows. All these different doctors, all these different providers, they don't know why it's called. I've been to dentists, they don't know. Okay, you know. Nobody these days, none of this that I'm running across, I'm not saying all of them, I'm saying the ones that I'm running across, nobody, hardly anybody, and I've been running across a lot, they don't want to say what it could be. What is this? Dentists and doctors, they just get paid to see you and not help you? Just because you get to see them, you're paying for the privilege to see their face and to have a whole couple of minutes too, you know, maybe, to just say, this is what I'm feeling, and they write it down or type it into their computer, and that's it. They don't tell you anything. They don't say anything. Except maybe, we'll run some tests. And you'll need another appointment for the test. And then you're going to need a follow-up for those tests. You go in for the follow-up, and they don't tell you anything. They don't explain it. They just said, come back in a couple of months, and we'll run some more tests. Run some more procedures. You know, they spread them all out across a year, and they've never told you what they mean. This is my experience, okay? So, I'm not talking about you. This is my experience as of late. And there's my alarm going off again. That's the second one. I better go in. Let's go take my pills. Alarm. I was venting. This stream of consciousness venting in this. The haircut. Oh my gosh. What is this world coming to when somebody does this kind of a mess? Or you might even say that there's a mop. Somebody put a mop on my head. A dry mop. How about that? There we go. Instead of saying straw, more like a dry mop on top of my head. Seriously. It's horrible. And I have no intention. I really have no intention of going anywhere else. I do, you know, some people, they have these fears of doctors and fears of dentists and clowns. I still don't get the clown thing. In a way I do. That's another story. But I was kind of trying to joke there, but no. Mine is going to hairdressers. I guess that's what is their latest name for themselves? But, and this did not make me want to go anymore. Really. I think I would probably do a better job at it. Honestly. What this is, I don't know. Scary. Anyway, it's getting dark. Talk to y'all in another video.